Good afternoon, guys. We're here again for another chat and chew, or chew and chat. I think it's chat and chew, or chew and chat.
All
right?
I know is we're here to eat and we're here to talk to you. Here it goes.
That's right.
I already got my plate served up. I made rice. I made beef cakes that have bacon in them. I made beets, and I made something called a French salad from the early 19th century, which is, in all actuality, by modern standards, just a chicken salad. It's a cold chicken salad, and I love chicken salad.
So do I.
Everyone knows this. The only reason I'm marrying this guy is because of his chicken salad recipe. It's so good. But this is really nice, too. Surprisingly. You know, for being 200 years old, it's very good. Not as good as yours, Ron.
Thank
Not
you.
as good as yours.
Thank you.
And then for dessert, we have, I'm not even sure what these are called.
I don't remember what they said.
They were a gift to us.
Some folks from Paducah, Kentucky came and visited us this past weekend at School of the Soldier and at the candy shop in St. Genevieve, and they brought us these delicious treats. And if you're familiar with funnel cakes, they're similar to a funnel cake, but they're lighter and crispier. They're not dense like a funnel cake, and they sprinkled some powdered sugar on them. And
they made them with cast iron molds.
Yeah.
They're homemade, and they were so kind enough that they brought us a really large box of them, and we immediately started eating them as soon as they gave it to us.
They're very good.
And I already had one approximately 5 minutes ago.
And so did the chickie.
Yeah, I gave one to the chicken because the chicken, we had the door open, and one of our hens was just standing in the doorway looking at us like, So I said, Ron, can I give her one? And he said, yeah, sure. So I gave her one, and she devoured it right away. They're really, really good. And my plate's already served up.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous about that. Can I make my plate now?
Yes, go ahead and make your plate.
All right.
The reason my plate's already served up is because I wanted to show it for the video that I made on Early American, what it looks like when it's all on one plate. That's why.
Yeah, so be sure to go to the Early American YouTube channel to see these videos and other videos being made. Over here, we eat it.
And over there, we cook it.
Yep. I said it backwards. It should have been over there, we cook it, and...
Over here, we eat it.
Yes.
But either way, it's right. Ron really likes those beef cakes.
Beef cakes.
They have bacon chunks in them. And what's holding it together is ground beef. And it says to put it in a gravy. It doesn't specify what sort of gravy. I use brown gravy because I like brown gravy. Ron likes that sawmill white gravy. I don't like white gravy. But I use brown gravy, and we put our secret ingredient in it.
Mushroom ketchup.
Yes, we put a dash of mushroom catsup in it, which is sitting on the table in that little jug right there. Just in case you want more.
I might add some. And then we've got the salad that she made.
Yeah, why are there 2 chicken salads on the table? Well, there's a reason for that. This has anchovies in it. You can't taste them, you honestly can't. I told Ron that you can't taste it, but Ron hates fish. He despises seafood. So we had to make a separate batch just for him, the same exact recipe, but it doesn't have the anchovies in it. Because he really can't stand seafood.
I had to unbutton this so I can get this in here.
Okay. I'm kind of curious to try the original chicken salad and then yours without the anchovies and see if I notice a difference, because it really don't taste fishy.
Okay.
I think it just is there to give it more of a complex flavor. I was gonna say let's say grace before we eat, but Ron's starving and he just doesn't.
I'm sorry. It's midday. I say it at the end of the day. Then it covers all of them.
That's true.
I'm hungry. Let's
or if you did it in the morning, it would. But thank you, Lord, for this meal.
Yes. Thank you. Amen.
And you might also notice that half of the chicken salad is missing. I mean, some of it's on my plate, but I did already eat a lot of it. It's really good.
Beef cakes are delicious.
Mm-hmm. They are. That bacon flavor just went all throughout the meat. It gave it such a good smoky flavor that you get from bacon. I'm sure us also cooking it over a fire helped. But it has this really, really nice smoky bacon flavor. And they were really easy to make.
And they're chunky too, so you get the bacon chunks. Really good.
I'm glad you like it. I like it.
I like this.
Mm.
I like it all.
I want to try that. Oh, actually, you have a whole bowl over here. Okay, let me try Ron's version. Nope, it's gonna take that much. I'm gonna try Ron's version of this dish.
And now mine is contaminated with the anchovy.
Oh, come now. He really doesn't like it. He doesn't like seafood that much. You can't even bring a spoon near it.
What is this?
Nope, I like this way better.
You missed one.
I'm sorry, there's a chicken bone in the chicken salad.
She's trying to kill me.
I'm sorry. No offense, but this one's better.
That's fine.
This just has more flavor to it.
I did forget to put the onions in that one, so that's probably why.
Okay. Yeah, we put scallions in there.
We only had 2, and you needed 1 for the beef and 1 for your salad, so
Okay.
that's probably why.
The anchovies. In all seriousness, I too do not like anchovies, usually. So I was a little skeptical. Just because anchovies are so salty. To the point of, I don't even know how they're edible to most people, they're so salty. Nor do I even know why they make them so salty like that. I'm sure there's a reason. They don't make sardines that salty.
They don't?
No, not even close. Don't tell me you found another bone.
No, what's that? This rubber skin.
That's an onion piece.
It's like the peel.
That's called an onion, Ron?
That's the last time I peeled onions for you off camera.
Hey!
That's my fault.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Do you like the beets?
They're okay.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna like them.
I haven't eaten it by itself yet. I'm eating it with the meat, and it's okay. Pickled beets are better,
Yeah.
but I still don't really care for them then. But I mean, I'm eating it.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. I like beets, but I usually eat them with feta cheese or some kind of a salty cheese. That makes it good. I've honestly never had beets without feta cheese, so well, I wasn't sure I was getting myself into, but it's fine.
This rice is good.
Thank you.
She makes the best rice.
Thank you. Rice is the easiest thing.
What kind of rice is this? The
That's jasmine
jasmine?
rice. That's just what I grew up with. That's long grain rice.
I love it.
You can marry a lady who knows how to make rice and knows how to make gravy. I did kind of mess up on the gravy though.
Let's not talk about it.
I just added a little too much water, so it took forever to cook down, and I think Ron was getting a little impatient.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, because he was hungry. But it cooked down, so
Yeah.
it's all good. Cause I like my gravy thick.
So you're talking about the way the bacon smelled like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
We always smell like smoke,
We do.
and it's good. It's not like a.
Cigarette. It's not cigarette smoke.
Or it's not an ashtray smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, barbecue smoke smells really good. You're going down the road and you're like,
You smell barbecue.
it's in the air. It's like somebody's barbecuing
I guess
somewhere.
that's what we smell like.
But more historic barbecue is what it smells like, and it's like, oh yeah, somebody's been in the cabin cooking. And when you're outside,
Right.
chopping wood or doing whatever out there, and she's in here cooking, you can smell it coming out the chimney, and it blows to the air.
Right. And I honestly don't notice that I smell like smoke until I go into a modern setting.
Yeah.
If I walk into a grocery store, for example, and the air is so sterile in there, then I suddenly notice that I smell like smoke, because all of a sudden I smell smoke.
Right.
And it's following me everywhere I go, so therefore it has to be me. It sticks to your hair really bad, that's the problem. And it sticks to your clothes. To your skin it sticks a little bit, but mainly it sticks to your hair. And but the thing is, back then everyone smelled like smoke. Everybody, because even if you weren't cooking, even if you weren't a maid, if you were an upper class person, you still needed heat for warmth in your house, especially if it was wintertime. So you'd still smell like smoke. Everyone smelled like smoke. So you probably just wouldn't notice it, because that sterile environment that we have today didn't exist.
Right.
Even if I go outside, I don't smell it. I don't smell like smoke. It's only if I go in a closed room that doesn't have any previous smoke smell, that has nice vents in it and all that modern stuff, then I suddenly notice that smell. It follows me around. But it doesn't smell like cigarettes, thank goodness. It's just a campfire smell.
And it doesn't really get too smoky in here. Before we had the chimney finished, because when we got the cabin in the story, if you go back and watch that video, Mr. Jeff tells us that the chimney is not finished. So really the chimney was about as tall as me all winter, and then I was able to finish it a few weeks ago when it started warming up.
Right.
So now all the smoke draws out of here, and there's no smoke. Well, you can still smell it, but it's not like we can't breathe in here.
Right, because if you stand directly in front of a fire, it's inevitable that some smoke is going to get on you.
Right.
But it's not as if being in here I'm coughing and my eyes are red. And I'm very sensitive to that, believe it or not.
I don't think I've never had any coughing issues.
Yeah. You know what? It's so strange. When I'm here, I don't cough. My eyes don't get red. But when I go to my parents' house, we have to have an air filter in there. Because I used to have these absolutely terrible coughing fits, especially in the mornings. And so I begged them to get an air filter. And so whenever I go over there, I have issues. But here I don't.
I think it's the natural air.
Yeah, we keep the windows open a lot. I'm perplexed by it. It don't even make sense. But you'd think I'm in the wrong profession for someone who has breathing problems. But whenever I'm here, my breathing is fine. Oh.
Thought maybe you used it all up. She put some of this in the gravy.
There's some in there. The bottle's getting empty because we use
Would
it.
you like some?
Nah.
Okay.
Just because naturally there's salt in there. I'm not in a mood for salt.
I guess I am today. For once. Oh, hey, we got the pepper grinder working today.
Well, we figured out what was the matter with it.
Pepper, please.
I feel like we're members of the Three Stooges. The problem that was the matter with it is because there was no pepper in it.
Well, there was one thing.
There was one little pepper kernel. I mean, but the problem is maybe it's less likely to catch if there's only one and there's not others that are pushing it down.
I think so. And it was out of adjustment. So the more you screw this thing in, the finer it is, and the more you let it out, the more coarser it is. And when I got food on my mind, I can't think about those things. I just...
Yeah, don't make this guy drive a motor vehicle when he's hungry. He can't think. He cannot operate a horse. What's your favorite thing that's on this table?
Oh, man. The chicken salad was actually really good. The rice is really good, and so are these. So, like, these three are like even, and then
Equal.
trick question. Her.
Aw, it took me a second.
Well, somebody out there is gonna be like, oh, Ron should have said her. She's at the table.
You were very sweet, Ron. Thank you.
You're welcome. And those are good.
Right.
Those, they're okay. I'd eat them if I had to. I ate half of the beet and I ate the whole onion, which I was regretting because I hate
He doesn't like
onions.
seafood and he doesn't like onions, which are two things that I love.
Excuse me.
You know, beets are very good for your blood.
They are.
They have iron in them. They're good for your liver.
They're what they call a superfood, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Did they know anything about that back then, that it made you feel better or did stuff for you?
As far as beets go,
Yeah, did they
gosh,
know?
I'm not really sure about beets. I have no doubt that it was used for something. I swear every single herb, every single vegetable back then was prescribed to make you at least pee more. A diuretic? What's that word?
I know what you're talking about. But I
Yeah,
can't
where
pronounce
it makes you pee more.
Maybe.
Which is good if you have infections and things you gotta flush it out.
Because they knew honey is an inflammatory.
Yeah, because I think someone told me once that this makes you pee more.
Maybe.
That beets do. Parsley does.
Does it really?
Yeah, there's a lot of parsley in this chicken salad. Parsley will make you pee more. So it's very good if you have, like, issues with your bladder.
I know coffee makes you poop more. And beans make you fart more.
I know that as well because I live with you. Now, speaking of beets, let me show you the state of our cutting board right now.
Oh, yeah.
This cutting board that I cut beets on. Can you tell it is slightly pink?
It looks like a murder scene.
What am I supposed to do with this? Ron made this cutting board. Is it staying forever now?
Probably.
You're gonna sand it, probably. And
I'll have to. Unless we could try vinegar. Vinegar cleans things really good too. If you have rust on anything, we use vinegar in the gun barrels. On some of the stuff, they get rusty if we forget to dry them. So maybe vinegar would take that off.
That's a good idea.
I'm not sure.
Maybe, because if you sand it, isn't it possible it could get moldy?
Yeah, it could. It would fuzz up.
Because when you sand wood, it removes that natural protective barrier that's on it.
I would say let's try vinegar and put it out in the sunlight. Just like when you do white clothes, right? You lay them out in the sun, and the
sun kind of bleaches.
the sun bleaches them. So
Yeah.
maybe the sun will bleach it too.
Oh, okay.
But if anybody knows,
That's a good idea.
please
Comment.
beep boop bloop that in the bottom.
Yeah, please do the beep boop boop bop, boop boop beep and help us out with sharing your knowledge with us.
Yes.
My hands were pretty pink earlier, but just touching things and rubbing it, it kind of went away. I don't think you can see it. Maybe a little bit. It looks a little red. I look almost like I've just been slapping someone really hard. My hands are so red. I swear. I swear I did not slap Ron. My hands are red, but his face is not red. I don't know. I'm a good person. I would not do that.
Please don't leave the chat. She's gonna do it if you guys leave. Please don't leave.
No! Don't listen to him. He
See?
is full of lies. Yeah, this is the only time of the week that I actually feed Ron. Normally I keep him locked up in the cellar and I just feed him water.
See, she likes to hide in
And
plain
feed
sight
'em.
method. She really does do that. So please send help.
We were with Candy yesterday, our friend, and her husband's name is Dale, and he is such a funny guy. He's always cracking jokes, and he has the most contagious laugh you'll ever hear. Yeah, that's his laugh. That's his laugh. That's how he does it. And he's always joking that Candy abuses him. He's just joking.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Okay.
I've seen some stuff this week. When I was in there, I helped them. So their shop is a 2-story building. We took everything from upstairs and put it downstairs, and everything that was downstairs put it upstairs. So Dale came in, and I was there, and I was helping them, and she was being a little mean to him. I come around the corner, and she hit him one time, and he was in the corner kind of...
Ron is completely full of it. He is lying through his teeth. That did not happen. Stop.
Well, that's what he told me what happened.
Yeah, that's what he told you, because that's what he always says.
Well, I gotta believe Dale.
He told me that Candy keeps him locked up in the basement and she only feeds him water and mustard, and that's it. Oh, the poor thing, he only eats water and mustard.
He likes mustard as much as we do.
Yeah, well, he takes mustard medicinally.
Yeah.
Like, he'll put a spoonful of it in a teaspoon and just eat it.
Mustard's like a cure-all.
Yeah, because you do mustard patches on your skin, mustard plasters.
Yeah.
And it's
I know all
supposed to
about that.
help. Yeah, he does. And is that the abuse you're talking about? Is
Yep.
the medical cures?
Yep. When she says, "Oh, but Ron, I read it in a book," run for your life.
Where else am I supposed to learn information?
Use a chicken. Experiment on them. Experiment on me.
Our chickens are too precious. I can't
Or do what
kill them.
Ben Franklin did. Get a dead person and
Experiment.
experiment on a dead person.
Dead people don't get headaches, Ron.
That's true.
So how am I supposed to cure the headache of a corpse?
I don't know.
And if I did cure him, it's not as if he would let me know.
This is true.
So, looks like I'm gonna be still experimenting on you.
Hmm. This is really good. I
I'm
made
glad
like
you like
5
it.
of these.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
How many? There's only one left in there.
That's for you if you ever eat those two. I hear the chicken. She's outside the door.
Yeah, she wants that.
She ain't getting it. Sometimes our chickies try to come in. I tell them if they come in, they're going to be in the pot for dinner.
No.
Yes. I mean it.
Now you see who's the real meanie here. He's an undercover meanie.
Well, he's a chicken. She belongs outside.
This is true. But she's just curious.
Well, she's going to be curious. I'll be curious.
What she tastes like.
How does it taste like?
Meanie.
I had something else to tell you guys, but I forgot what it was. I hate when that happens.
Well, we went to an auction yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I won Ron this new waistcoat. That's right. I just fell in love with the color of it. It's this seafoam blue, green kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a faded dark green. But on the inside, it's not faded. So there's what the original material looks like. It appears to be the same texture and all that material. So I think this was what it looked like 20 years ago before it faded and turned like this. But I like it. It's nice. It's got a few scratches on it, so if I scratch it, I don't feel bad about it.
Yep, I won it for him.
She did.
Yet still he says I'm an abusive person. Look at all this food. Look at all this food. Look at this waistcoat.
You're making me look unappreciative.
No, you're very appreciative.
It was a fun day.
Yeah, it was.
They had a 18th century and 19th century items being auctioned off in remembrance of one of the members of that group that was there. We were at the Felix Valley House in St. Genevieve.
Yeah, and the auctioneers were reenactors. They were in period clothes, and a lot of our friends were in attendance. It was under a nice tent.
Yeah.
Outside.
There was probably 35 people there bidding on stuff, so it was fun. There was heckling going on, and it was funny. They put a chair up there and say, "All right, George Washington sat in this chair.
Right.
I got any takers? $500."
And then, no, it wasn't even $500.
No, he'd say $5.
Oh yeah, $5. You're like $5, and then
They'd raise up, and he'd be like, "Okay, now who will give me $50?"
And then 2 minutes later, this mantle clock was on the mantle at Mount Vernon.
Oh yeah.
In the 18th century, like every single item, there was this ridiculous, obviously fake story.
And it didn't work. And he said it stopped at
the moment that
No.
George Washington died.
Yeah, George Washington.
The moment that George Washington died, the clock stopped, which is why it doesn't work anymore. And it sold for $20.
Disclaimer, it wasn't really at Mount Vernon.
No.
Or else it'd be here right now.
For $20 it would be.
Yeah. I need more cheese salad.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. I mean,
We got a lot. We got a little keg.
we got a keg.
Wooden keg.
We got a pewter chandelier.
Pewter chandelier. A wooden keg.
We're gonna keep the chandelier for our house one day, our homestead when we get it. Put in the dining room, and that was $20.
Yeah.
So how could I pass that?
Yeah.
We got a set of crystal glasses,
Mm-hmm.
7 of them, for $40.
40, I think. We also got some stockings that were included with this vest.
Mm-hmm.
And a flint wallet. A flint wallet looks like a little wallet about the size of a business card. It's thin leather. I think the guy said it was hog skin or hog leather.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's got little slots in it where you put your flint or your musket or your pistol.
Yeah, a man would have carried it on their person.
Yeah, so that was a pretty neat little bonus. I think we got all that for $40. The vests and the stockings and the.
And then you got a shot bag with it.
Oh yeah, there's a shot bag too.
It's like a little leather pouch that you wear on your side, and it has birdshot in it. So if you're going hunting.
Yeah, you just pull the cork out and dump some in.
And that all came together. Because if you've ever been at an auction, you know, sometimes they put random things together because they want the auction to just go by faster. And because they don't want to be like, okay, start the bid at 50 cents for this mason jar, you know.
Hey!
Wow, he does that pretty good. No, anyway, they like put everything together.
I'm glad it wasn't that kind of auction. I've been to those auctions and they just get annoying with all the.
Really? Not me. I'm okay with it.
The sale barn is like that. Where they do livestock.
we gotta go to that.
But this was just, alright, who has $5?
So the sale barn is a livestock auction that they have by here. And I keep telling Ron I really want to go because I just want to see the rabbits.
She's wanting to buy a donkey.
Okay, and I do want to buy a donkey, but I just want to see. I just want to look.
Okay. I'm going to leave your wallet at home.
But we've been too busy because they only have it, once or twice a week?
I think so. And it's on the weekdays.
Right, it's on the weekdays. So, as of yet, we've been unable to attend. But we're working on it.
Yep.
We're gonna go.
We're working on everything.
We're working on everything, I know. I have this huge to-do list. Man, I better live a long life because I got some stuff to do.
Me too.
We got some stuff to do together.
We're running out of time. Time keeps going by so fast.
Right. Oh man, I only got 60 years left to live. Ah, the clock is ticking, Ron.
Well,
we gotta go do stuff.
Well, when you look at it on paper and you're like,
we only got 60 years.
Let's go.
We only got 60 years left to live. Come on.
I can't get up. I'm too full. Wait.
Bye.
Save it. Wait. Don't leave without me. And she's gone. Is she really gone? Are you coming back in? Hey, Justine.
Sorry, I'm too busy living.
What did you see out there in the big blue world?
Chickens.
Chickens? Okay.
As soon as I left the door, 50 of them just kind of swarmed me. I'm okay. We only have 4 chickens, but.
So back then, everything moved so slow. Like news, people, because there's no cars or planes.
Your world was a lot smaller.
So they would have really managed their time really efficiently, I'd imagine.
Well, you probably would have gotten more work done because you had less distractions, that's for sure. More sewing.
Yeah, more sewing. More time for sewing.
More sewing.
More time for chopping wood.
More time for cooking.
And for cooking.
More time for raising and burying the children.
Yes.
More time for hanging out with your friends as well.
Yeah.
And less time just sitting in front of a TV screen.
Actually sounds kind of nice. Except the
Yeah,
children
it
part.
does.
We don't need that at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you, my mom, when she was little and she was in the village in Syria, and they didn't really, I mean, they had electricity, but it was turned off at a certain time because they had to ration it in the village. So she said that most of the time they were just hanging out with friends and family, and it was such a nice life. Even though they were poor, they were always talking with somebody. They were never alone. I'm full.
How? You didn't eat nothing.
Well, I had some after I filmed on Early American, and then I put some more on my plate, but I had already eaten half of my plate.
What's that dessert?
Oh yeah.
Well, I got enough beef cake left.
I mean, I can eat this. This is fine. I can eat this. There's always room for dessert. That's what they look like. They're really crispy. It's not like a donut.
Mm-mm. It looks like a tiny funnel cake, but it's hollow.
Yeah, it's hollow.
Those funnel cakes are dense.
It looks like a donut, but it's not.
Did you get the crunch?
I'll do it again.
I think I might have one. We'll go on 3 so they can really hear it. 1, 2, 3. That's satisfying.
Crunchier than a potato chip, but soft at the same time.
Very nice. They were very nice people.
They were very nice people. They came all the way from Kentucky to visit Candy's shop, and when we found out, and one of them, it was her birthday the day before. And so when I found out, I said, well, we'll go. We'll show up. So I went to the store and I brought her a vase of flowers and a candle and a card and some chocolate. Because I know how women operate and that's what we want.
You dropping hints?
No.
I can't do everything.
Yeah, I know. You're good. Just cut me some firewood and you'll go get me flowers. It's fine.
I get you flowers. I got you flowers the very first time we ever met.
That's true.
I actually, funny story. I was headed into town to meet with her, and we were dressed up. The exhibit was gonna open, and I was
The first time we met, we were in period clothes.
Yeah, she was wearing that exact dress.
Yeah, I was wearing this dress. This is one of my oldest dresses.
And I had on my red vest, and I had an hour or two before the exhibit opened, and so I was gonna meet her first. And I stopped on the side of the road and yanked flowers out of the ground, and put them in a vase and gave her to them. So they were wildflowers.
That is so sweet.
I thought I told you that.
Yeah, you did, but every time it's so sweet.
Because they were half wilted by the time she got them.
That's very sweet. I like how I said, oh, you never give me flowers. Meanwhile, our cabin is full of flowers right now.
Yeah.
What's this? This looks like flowers.
I arranged them myself.
Yeah, he did.
I put the white ones in, left them kind of tall, cut the purple and the lavenders shorter, did lavender, purple, lavender, purple, lavender, purple. Now it probably looks like pink and purple, but I'm a guy, so I don't know my colors.
No,
anyway.
it looks like lavender.
Okay. Well, what is this? Is it pink, fuchsia, or purple, or what?
It's like a burgundy pink-ish. Maroon?
No, it ain't maroon.
I don't know. I'm one of those girls that I don't know the difference between two colors like most girls do.
I would call this pink purple and light purple.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. And the vase that it's in is actually a crock.
Yeah.
We just took the lid off of it and the flowers fit really well into there.
We got that last weekend at
Antique Mall.
Antique Mall.
We love antiquing.
Yes.
I knew that I was going to be with this guy because of his chicken salad recipe and the fact that we both like antiquing.
Actually, that list is like 20 items long. Why?
Yeah, but those two are kind of at the top, so...
And the meatloaf.
Oh yeah, and his meatloaf is really nice.
In my truck.
Yeah. And his truck. Get yourself a truck and you'll get married the next day.
Modern part. She told me the other day that you want one.
Well, yeah, I've always liked vintage trucks.
And she wants to raise it up higher than mine.
Right. I told him I want my truck to be higher than yours. To make up for my inadequacies.
Mine's not even that high, and you have a hard time getting in it. How are you gonna get in the higher one?
I told you I'm gonna have a rope ladder. Like on a pirate ship.
Oh my god.
Where you unravel this rope ladder and you climb up on the ladder. I'm just gonna have it tethered up, and then when I open the door it's gonna fall out and I'm gonna climb on into there.
My last one.
But when we do get married, my mom's gonna give me her old Jeep Cherokee. It's red. And we've had that car since I was
a baby.
Just over, maybe since I was 4 years old. So I have so many good memories of being in that car, listening to the same VHS tapes. Wait, not VHS.
8-track?
8-track tapes.
No, there ain't an 8-track. It's a VHS. No, it's a. Man, I don't even know.
They look like VHS tapes, but they're small.
It's just a tape. Cassette tape.
Cassette tapes!
Man, I haven't said that word in 25 years.
I'm ashamed of myself
tape.
Now.
I knew it wasn't an 8-track. Those are from the 60s and 50s.
That's true. We just had a whole record player in there where, like, huge records where you open it up and you have to slap that pancake on there and close it. Yeah, that's how old the car is.
It's like Elvis Presley's car. He had like an ice maker and a record player in his limo.
Right.
That was the thing back in the 60s.
Right. So Ron's truck is cool because it has electric windows.
Oh, well.
Even though it's an 80s truck.
So it's a Silverado.
So, yeah. That's also on the list of why I'm marrying this guy. Because he has a car with electric windows.
Alright, back to the past. They don't like it when we do that. I mean, some people like it. They're like, oh yeah, she's a Chevy gal. That's good. But then other people are like, what's a Chevy? What are we talking about here? We got to please everybody.
Okay.
So how about we got a nice wagon.
Your wagon's cool, but I'm not going to marry you for your wagon.
Really? Come on.
Well, okay, you do have that really nice big green one.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, I'll marry you for your wagon, but does it have electric windows?
Don't have windows at all.
That's right, it don't have windows at all.
It ain't got no brakes either.
Yeah, it has no... Yeah, you're really selling it to me now. It has no brakes, it has no windows. It goes really fast downhill.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of slow uphill.
No seat belt.
No.
No
it
suspension.
Has wooden seats.
Yep.
Doesn't even have padding in it.
Nope. Don't need it. Eat more food and your butt will get fatter, then you'll have the cushion for sitting on hardwood.
I'm working on it. It don't happen right away.
So anyways, I'll talk about it again before we hop off here. Pioneer Days.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's interested in a free event, when is that, in like 3 weekends?
Right.
May 14th and 15th. Mm-hmm. There's free parking, and it's free to enter. There'll be about 20-25 demonstrators from the late 18th century to mid 19th century. People showing arts and skills and how pioneers would have lived back then. Some people will let you get up there and partake in what they're doing, depending on how dangerous it is.
Yes.
Last year we were doing the 2-man saw and splitting logs, and so we let the kids come up and get together in the 2-man saw, and that was a lot of fun.
Right.
I mean, it was a workout doing it all day with 100 kids, but
there'll be a blacksmith there. She probably won't let you do it.
Yeah, you probably won't be able to do that, but you can ask them questions, and everybody's more than happy to talk about it.
Right. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Cause Ron runs it, so of course he'll be there.
So we'll be doing the woodworking demonstration, and then we got our little blue cart that Justine really likes, the one with the red wheels that you guys see often. We're gonna have a small portable bake oven in that. So our reference for that is in the Revolutionary War, there was the Baker's General. His name escapes me at the moment. He was in charge of all the baking and all the cooking, and in the documents that I went through, they had portable mud ovens. They'd have ones that were just temporary and they'd just leave them behind when they'd break camp, but there were other ones that were on wagons and it would go with them. So we're going to do a small one in the back of the little blue cart, and that should be pretty neat.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's hard to see
Last
those
year
things.
there were 1,000 people that came in between Saturday and Sunday, and that was the first time we held it.
Yeah, and that was last minute. We just cooked up an event like 2 months prior,
Right.
and that sounds like a lot of time, but when you're trying to get bathrooms, trash cans, parking, and get people invited, that was last minute, and it was a lot of success, and
we had a lot of fun.
we did. It was hot, but it was fun,
Right.
and everybody else seemed to have a good time that I talked to, and
Yeah, we met a lot of really cool reenactors and a lot of cool people.
yeah, new friends.
New friends that we still have to this day.
And this year we got horse carriage riding. That's new. The blacksmith is new. We got music.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
And they make the popcorn in a huge cast iron pot.
Yeah, the kettle corn.
With a fire under it.
Kettle corn. Everybody loves that stuff.
That's so good. That's the best popcorn you'll ever have in your life, especially if you don't like really greasy neon orange popcorn, which we don't like.
No, we hate it.
We hate that stuff.
It's horrible for you.
It gives you an upset tummy. So if you want popcorn, drive from wherever you're at, even if you're in California, no excuses, come down here and you can have some really good popcorn. And other stuff.
Yeah. And it's a 2-day event, and there's other things going on in town too. The houses are open to tour. Those are real nice.
Yeah. I mean, not even our event. You can also just go see St. John and tour the 18th and early 19th century houses.
St. John's a very pretty town. It's nice. Right. It's clean. They got an ice cream place. There's a water park there.
It's very safe. It's a really nice town. It's very walkable.
Yeah. I like it. That's why I live here.
So, Ron.
Yes.
Earlier, you said I'm a Chevy girl.
You're not though. You're a Ford girl.
I know.
But
it's just been in the back of my head the whole time you've been talking. I am not a Chevy girl. I like Chevys though.
But you like my truck, so
I like Chevys. Don't get me wrong, I do. But there's an order here. So number 1 is Ford.
All right, I'm out.
Number 2 is Chevy. Number 3 is Jeep. Well, and at the number 4.
Don't say the D word. Don't even say it.
Number 4 is Bentley. Because I'll never be able to afford one, but they look really cool.
Dodge.
No? I can't imagine someone ever being like, oh man, I want a Dodge so bad. Like, said no one ever.
Sorry if you drive a Dodge.
Yeah, no offense at that. It's just like, you don't really...
To each your own.
Yeah, to each your own. You probably just don't lay awake at night daydreaming about Dodges, though, now do you? There's a difference between just settling for it and daydreaming about it.
I do have my favorites for each brand or decade
of cars.
Yeah, I mean the Model Ts. I love classic cars. I mean I like muscle cars, but the old stuff, the hand crank.
That's pretty cool.
That stuff is really neat.
Before seatbelts were a thing.
Yes, that stuff fascinates me. All the hit and miss engines, the steam stuff, all that stuff's really neat. The steam engines from back then with the big flywheels, and so if there's ever like a classic tractor event or fair, I'll go to. I love that stuff.
Well, yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah.
Like we've been in the parades.
Oh yeah.
On your Ford tractor.
It's different. It's a tractor. Ford tractors are good. They're better than their
What
trucks.
year is that tractor?
That's a 1949 Model 8N Ford.
And he got it for a very good price.
Yeah.
And he restored it.
I got it for $300.
$300.
It looked as if, I'll have to find a picture, it looks as if it went through a barn fire, and it didn't run, but I brought it home and I changed the spark plug wires because there was just the wire left. There was no insulation, is what they call it, or rubber coating left. Everything was gone as if it went through a fire. Redid the wires, and I was curious if it would even fire. I didn't even touch the carburetor. Come to find out, it had a mud dauber in it, but it fired right off, and I was like, whoa! And I shut it down.
Steal of a deal.
And I couldn't believe it. $300, and
yeah, so we've gone in parades with that, with an American flag.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, Ron dressed up like Santa, and we drove around downtown St. Genevieve in the middle of the night with Ron dressed up as Santa on that tractor ringing a bell. And
Oh, yeah.
kids were running after us saying, Santa!
They were having their, I forget what it's called, their Santa after, there's some kind of Christmas after dark thing where the other tractors were pulling these, not a hayride, but it was just a wagon with a bunch of bench seats on it.
Yeah.
So we,
But what happened is no one was coming to Candy's shop. And Candy's shop is kind of off the beaten track, not really, but there's no sidewalk that goes to it. So
Right.
It's still in downtown St. Genevieve, but there's no sidewalk. So a lot of times people don't come to her shop. So during this event, a lot of people were going to the other stores downtown. But poor Candy, she was sitting there, no one was coming in. You know, she looked so down, not. So Ron was like, we gotta do something about this. So Ron put on a beard. And it was 8 at night, maybe 8:30.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold outside.
It was cold.
And we just drove around on the tractor downtown, being like, hey, Merry Christmas, come to Candy's shop, ringing a bell.
Yeah, and the tractor was already there because we were doing Santa photos the next day, and that was part of our exhibit. So I unhooked it from the wagon. I was out there with a flashlight, getting it fired up, and they're like,
Yeah.
you really gonna go through town with that? I said, yeah, I'm gonna bring people down here.
Ron is a photographer,
And
so he does Christmas photos
Yeah.
for everyone downtown, like once a year.
Yep.
And Easter photos sometimes.
Yeah. Mostly the weddings and
Mm-hmm.
senior photos and the Christmas and the fall ones are real big, popular.
Right. So I get him to take all my photos.
But the more we do this, the more I'm branching into the more of the video stuff. But still do the weddings and all that. It's fun.
And you used to make videos too, and be a professional photographer for motocross.
Yeah, just different kind of videos. So it would run like a TV camera of the live stream, or not live stream, but it would be connected to the network. And it goes to this semi trailer where the director's office is, and there's 30 TV screens on there. He's looking at every camera, and they're you know take number 3 and then 4, and then we go to commercial. And
That's how they film sports.
yeah, that's how sports
it's
are
a
filmed.
sport. So he used to be a guy that would film
And
a
I've
sport.
done a lot of stuff with GoPro type cameras and just like hands-on stuff. So you're holding it and you're on track side, stuff like that. And that stuff is really fun out in California. But this stuff is more rewarding.
Yeah. Now we are just a 2-person band here.
2-man band.
Yeah, we're a 2-man band. Before I met
What's
Ron.
the name for that?
A duet.
Nope. Oh yeah, duet or a duo.
Oh, we're a duo. Yeah. Before I met Ron, I was a 1-man band. 1-woman band.
Same here. I was a 1-man band.
Yeah, so I was doing the channel by myself.
It's much easier
Right.
with somebody else holding the camera
Yeah,
for you.
and that's all there is to it. It's just Ron and it's me, and that's it. There's no one else.
Yep.
You know, he helps me with filming. I do all the editing.
Yep. I do all the cleanup and the prepping. Make sure all the firewood's good to go. Make sure the roof's not leaking. Make sure the waters are filled.
Yeah, he starts the fires. I used to start the fires before I met Ron, so it's great to have someone here to start the fires now. Well, Ron, I'm really full.
Once again, I win.
Yep, you win.
I think I ate like 6 of those things.
That's insane. You ate over a pound of meat.
I did. I'm full.
Oh.
I feel great.
I want to go to bed.
Alright, well we're going to sign off here. She's going to go to bed and I'm going to do these dishes. So it's been really great chatting with y'all, and we thank you for watching the past videos, these past weeks. The views have really went up. We really appreciate it so
we've
much.
made a lot of new friends. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you so much.
Unbelievable. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
I don't know
much.
what other word to say besides thank you. We're very
Right.
appreciative of it.
Right.
And it makes us want to keep going
Oh, yeah.
even more.
Yeah,
So,
that's exactly what we're going to do. We have so many ideas. We just need time to do it. We only
literally
got
time.
60 years left to live. Dang, Ron.
Let's go.
We got 60 years left. Bye.